So hello, my loves. I decided to leave certain parts in this video instead of editing them out. More in particular, the parts where it was hard for me to talk about certain subjects. And I'm crying because I know that I have been called in a place of sharing my journey of healing, sharing my journey of finding my peace, living my peace, finding my joy again, living my joy, and the parts of my journey that are uncomfortable. And you guys know I'm a woman who embraces every part of herself. The parts that I clap for and the parts that I don't clap for. And I've been guided to start showing more of that. And I feel like sometimes we can have these perceptions or put people on pedestals or look at people outside of us and just think, oh my God, like they're amazing. They're perfect. You know, we believe that when people heal and make it to a certain level, that we don't have struggles. And the truth is, I don't care how much you heal, how much you evolve, it's always going to be soft spots. It's always going to be something for you to overcome. I believe that's how life and the dynamic is set up. And I always tell you guys, I will never sit here on this platform and tell you to do something that I'm not doing or have not done myself. So when I say sometimes you're going to have to push yourself to see something through, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it doesn't feel good. And this video is the embodiment of that. So now let's get started. I'm gonna cry. I can feel it. I know I'm gonna cry. I haven't even started this video and I'm crying. Oh my God. Tears. As you can see, I know I'm gonna cry. I know I'm gonna cry because this subject that I'm going to talk about, guys, is one that I am completely passionate about. As you can see, I can't even like hide how passionate I'm about it. Because of my own story and because of so many of the beautiful souls that I work with. And this particular topic has been coming up over and over in my one-on-one sessions. No matter who I'm tapping into, this energy has been coming up. So I wasn't surprised when the divine asked me to speak about it as we come into, because I'm recording this as we come into this full moon in Libra, because we are all being granted a opportunity of divine change, okay, miraculous change, an opportunity to shift your reality, to change your life, to choose a different path, a path that is more in alignment with who you truly are, right? So, what could have Tori crying at the beginning of the video and I haven't even spoken of 2 words in? Well, what I'm going to be talking about today is something that is highly important. I feel like it's one of the most important things that you will ever we will ever talk about, because ultimately this very thing determines what you experience in life, and that is self-concept. All right, I know we've probably heard that word thrown around the world, around the spiritual community, personal development, anything where you desire to be your authentic self, to live your truth, to embody a better experience, life, existence for yourself, self-concept is something that is always going to come up. And why is self-concept so important? One's self-concept is a collection of beliefs about oneself. Generally, self-concept embodies the answer to the question, who am I? So, our self-concept is a cluster of beliefs about who we are, who we're not, what we can do, what we can't do, and the list goes on. Okay, I think you know where I'm going with this, right, guys? Self-concept of how you see yourself. It doesn't matter how Tori, it doesn't matter how your mama, your daddy, or anybody, but how you see yourself is what determines what you experience in life. When it comes to love, when it comes to your career, when it comes to dancing with your dreams. So you guys know I'm a fan of We the Podcast, and about a year ago, he posted this post. So I just want to read. He went to say, true for most, but not all. You may not realize this, but the you are right now is not the true you. Your perceptions on life and pieces of your personality originated from someone or somewhere else. The you are right now is nothing but a melting pot of other people's opinions and personality traits that you've picked up over the years. And this is so true. Most of the beliefs that we have and that we have adapted and took on, be it through a religious upbringing, family, friends, your teachers, society. So what happens is these beliefs dictate how we show up in life. How we see ourselves is initially what makes us and what breaks us. It's what determines what we get to experience, how far we evolve, and all of these things. It's so important. And if you have a beautiful self-concept, then that is perfect. That's good. If you feel good about yourself, if you believe in yourself, if you have all these things, it's great. But one of the things that Tori realized is that being on my journey of healing, of, like I said, processing my trauma and learning new habits, new beliefs about myself, I realized that how I seen myself was very distorted. It was not an embodiment of my truth, of the woman that you get to experience today. It wasn't that. A lot of our self-concepts, right, of how we see ourselves and what we think about ourselves and what we believe that we can have and, what we believe we can achieve is usually filtered through our childhood, when we are rejected, or when people project onto you, or people say meanful, hateful things, and what happens is we take those things that were said about us, and you'll never amount to anything, and you're ugly, and no, people like us, we don't make it out of the hood, or people like us, we don't get the good men. You know what I'm saying? Like, men are always lying, or women are always lying. Like, you can't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we hear things like that, a lot of those things that we heard, we took those on as our beliefs, okay? So, when we go to try to put ourselves out there and follow our dreams, your self-concept will come up and play what it is that you believe about yourself, when you desire to, you know, date or get married or get in a relationship, your self-concept is going to play certain things about yourself or certain things that you believe about yourself, that if all you've ever heard in life is that, you know, you won't amount to anything, you can't do it, you're not pretty, you're ugly, women like you don't, you know, because I don't even like know no more, because like women like us, women like me, honey, we bad bitches. But before I came into that concept, like, okay, here we go. Before I started to work on my self-concept, you know, like, I would, this is horrible, but I gotta tell my truth here. Like, I would, like, always entertain the guy that I knew that was no good, but yet the intellectual, handsome brother that would come my way. I'd be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it would never happen. Like, he would never like me. Like, I used to think that I wasn't good enough for, oh God, I'm gonna cry. I would like run and like basically self-sabotage, because I was just like, yeah, there's no way, because there was a belief in my mind that, no, girls like you don't get men like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, I used to do that to myself. And I'll give this example when it comes to self-concept. I hear a lot of people tell me, you know, like, Tori, you're so gorgeous, you're so beautiful, like, oh my God, I wish I had your confidence, I wish I looked like you, like, the fact that somebody likes you, sees me, that you acknowledge me, oh my God, Tori, follow me, like, what? You know, and I hear people talk like that. The truth is, guys, like, it's almost sometimes mind-boggling, because at one point in my life, I didn't love me. I'm crying. But yeah, like, I see people tell me all the time, oh, you're so beautiful. And, you know, I always share, you know, in an intimate setting, I share that, you know, I'll share my story and I'll be like, no, wait, no, I would have never thought that about you. Yeah, because this is why I'm so passionate about spirituality and personal development, because with those tools, you can change your self-concept. But before I got there, I hated what I seen in the mirror. I wanted to be anybody else but me. And it's mind-boggling, because now I can confidently say that there is not anybody in this world that I would ever change places with. There is not anybody else in this world that I would rather be than me. That when I look in the mirror, when I look in this camera, I genuinely love the woman that I am, that I see. But it was not always like that. It was not always like that. Wasn't always like that, you know? And I was just guided to share that. I was guided to talk about that. You know? And a lot of it, you know, we don't even realize. You know, I was, what was it? I think one time when I was in like, I was talking to a friend of mine or something, but like it just hit me, it dawned on me. I didn't like what I seen in the mirror. I didn't like my eyes, I didn't like my lips, I didn't like my skin. I felt like, because of certain scars. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was abused when I was little, and like certain scars and all of that. I had a really, if I could just be completely honest and just say the word, fucked up self-concept of how I seen myself. Like, seriously, I had a fucked up image of how I seen myself. And what I realized when I started to unpack, right? When I started to dive deep and read the books and do the meditations and do the seminars and do the courses and all of that stuff, I realized that a lot of our beliefs of how we see ourselves, it comes from the bullies in the 3rd grade. You know what I'm saying? Of when you are, what is it, like 5th grade, everyone's picking their team players to do dodgeball and you're like the last person left. You get what I'm saying? And nobody wants to pick you. So sometimes in our mind, we establish a belief that, oh, I'm not good enough. Like, nobody picked me. You get what I'm saying? And we don't even know, but we carry that from that little age. You carry that with you in your adulthood, and then you wonder why you can't. It's so hard for you to pursue your dreams. It's so hard for you to just speak up, because it's all of that stuff of how other people view you, whether it's a bully, whether it's something that your parents said to you consciously or unconsciously. They didn't even think they meant anything by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. And what happens is we take those beliefs and we allow those beliefs to shape us and give us the view of who we are. And your self-concept determines what you get to experience in life. Not your good heart, because you notice, you got some people that, are horrible, but they have a very good self-concept about themselves. And then you have some people that have beautiful hearts, but the belief of how they view themselves is distorted. So, why am I talking about this? Why are we talking about this? Because this is what I love about life. It is never too late to change your story. You're never stuck. And you can always adapt, take on, and learn new beliefs about yourself. And that is exactly what Tori did, okay? I got some new beliefs about myself and how I see myself. And my favorite way was through affirmations. I personally chose the holistic side of things, with personal development and spirituality was my tool to shift and change the belief about myself. I believe in energy, honey, and energy is powerful, okay? And energy can change, shift, and mold, and create, and disintegrate all at the same time. Again, like I said, going into my belief, like, there ain't a woman in my family that has a healthy relationship, has a healthy marriage. There ain't one in my family. But guess what? That ain't my truth. Who? That is not my truth, baby. No, ma'am. That's not a part of my story. Maybe there's something in your family that you just took on and that you made it your own. Maybe you got hurt, right? You got hurt and you like, you know what? I'm never opening my heart again. I'm never trusting nobody again. You can't trust nobody. See, when you trust people, this is what happens. Guess what? If you say that long enough, you're going to believe that. And then guess what's going to happen? That's a belief. So that's, our words are powerful. So that's what you're going to call to you, because that belief is so strong. So, you got to start telling yourself new stories. That's what Tori did. And I kid you not, people are like, oh, it ain't that easy. Yes, the hell it is. Start telling yourself a new story. Okay? Start telling yourself a new story. I used to say, I love myself. I got an affirmation. I got it for y'all right here. Here we go. This is my affirmation. This is something that I created, that I said to myself day in, day out. When I was in my room, when I was out, and when I was walking around, I said it in my head, honey. What? I am happy and thankful that I now know myself, love myself, and accept myself wholeheartedly. I am happy and thankful that I now know myself, love myself, and accept myself wholeheartedly. Honey, when I started to say that to myself, and then when I applied action and started to do things, putting myself first, loving myself, making a bucket list of all the things that if I were not scared, I would do. You know, and start small with your bucket list, you know. Do things just within yourself, treating yourself out, taking yourself out for ice cream, you know, going to get a massage, I don't know, dressing up in a daring outfit or whatever that outfit is that you wish was never do, buying that dress and wearing it confidently and proudly. When you do little things like this, that is how you change that belief. You said that you would never speak in front of a camera. Get your ass in front of a camera and start talking. Bingo. Simple as that. If you said, you know what, I would never dye my hair, dye your hair. Because people that your color don't, people like you don't do that. Do it. That's how you change that concept. And guess what? Little by little, right? With the words that you're speaking over yourself. My favorite one is Jason. I love myself affirmations. I think everybody know that England man, who honey, be on that treadmill running. I'm like, okay, I got 30 minutes on the treadmill. I got 30 minutes to listen to these affirmations. Who? What? You're not stuck. You don't have to let those outdated beliefs or that old concept be you anymore. You can change that. You can go away from that. And I hope you choose courage. You know, a lot of us walk around with shame and guilt that doesn't belong to us. It was never ours in the beginning. It was never yours. That shame, that guilt, it was never yours. Spirit gave me an exercise to do and to share with the beautiful soul who is watching this. Maybe you have a self-concept of how you see yourself, right? And you desire to change it. You desire to see yourself in a new light. well, here's your opportunity. So I encourage you, I ask you to do this for yourself. Write a list of an old concept of how you currently see yourself, or the lies or the beliefs. Let's not say lies. They are lies. But anyways, the beliefs of other people's, other situations, and other things that you have allowed to be your truth. Right? I want you to write that list. And then I want you to write another list. If those things on the first list did not exist, were not real, were not your truth, which they are not, how do you see you? I want you to imagine me and you sitting at a table, and I want you on that piece of paper, like you were talking to me. How would you see yourself? Okay? How would you see you? Experience this beautiful soul. Like, I want to experience you. The essence of your soul that comes onto my YouTube channel, leaves your comment, likes, or you don't even do all that, but we exchange energy. I want you to, I think that's cheating. And you know what? I can't be there with you because you already know I'm gonna see you. And again, it doesn't matter what I feel, even though you're amazing, but it doesn't matter what I feel. You got to do it yourself. But after you do that list, I want you to imagine yourself reading it to me. I want you to imagine your truth, that self-concept, right? I want you to read that. And that's who you are. The old doesn't matter. We can burn that. We can let it go. And then I want you to start living like her or him. What would he do? How would his day look? What would he get up and do? How would he talk to how would she or he talk to their self? I want you to do that, okay? Get to it. But I wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm going to edit this video. I'm going to hope and pray that it's not all over the place. But if it is, it was done in love. Now, I have to literally go to bed because I have a 7 a.m. yoga thing to do. And I got like 2 hours. I think I'm going to like take a shower. And then I'm going to like put on my yoga outfit and stuff and like sleep in it. So then I can just wake up here for like 15 minutes, wash my face, brush my teeth, do a little 5-minute meditation and zoom it out. Okay. So I love you guys so freaking much. And yeah, you're amazing. I love you guys. And it is time, honey, to heal that self-concept. The old is gone away, okay? You know, I love a good slip dress, but God knows, it just be falling off, don't it? So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in our weekly self-love message. Mwah.